What's up, folks? David Soto Jr. here, and I am the author of Los Chocolates de Esperanza Diamante and the author of the upcoming book, The Death of Doña Luz and Other Stories. That one's not coming for a while. I told myself I was going to put 5 stories in this book, 5 short stories in this book, and I got one down. Now, the difference between coming up with 1 story for 1 book and 5 stories for 5 books is that you gotta come up with 4 more stories. So I'm working on it. This second book is gonna take quite a bit longer, which I don't mind. I'm a little bit of an impatient person, but I don't mind. It's the process, right? The process. Ooh. And the fun part is I just get to like lay in bed and imagine things of ways my characters can things they can do, ways they can grow, and I have an ending in mind. So how do I work towards that? The whole thing is basically fun. It's basically fun. Ooh, bright ass sun. Okay. So today I want to talk about why your job sucks. Why your job sucks. There's a little kid crossing the street. What the fuck? Why your job sucks. So let me tell you, somebody I know on Facebook. Now, I have personally been screwed up long enough myself to be able to identify when people themselves are screwed up. So there was this person on Facebook that said, got my dream job. I'm so happy. I'm finally gonna be doing what I love, and it's gonna be a great situation, and life's gonna be great. I'm gonna be happy. Dream job. And I was like, no, you're not. I didn't say that. It's an observation I made, right? I didn't post that on her thing. So like 2 jobs later, after the dream job, she gets shit canned again. Right? Shit canned from the dream job, shit canned from the job after that. As predicted. Because I know it's not the dream job, it's not the job, it's not the people at the job. I know, I don't know any of those situations, but I do know her well enough to know that she is the problem. So, what's the problem with your job? Is you. You're the problem. I don't want to hear it. But you don't understand, those people are this and those people are that, and they have no idea what they're doing over there. I know. So don't think I would be telling you about this stuff if I hadn't been through it myself. I personally have been fired or forced to quit every job I've ever had, with the exception of the being in the United States Air Force. And if they could fire me, they probably would have sometimes. And every job I was like, this is a terrible place to work. People here are crazy. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Could it really be that every place was a horrible place to work? Could it really be that the people were terrible? Every job I had. Could it be that people didn't know what they were doing? That they mistreated people? That they were slave drivers? That they didn't know how to really run a company? Could it be that every company, business I worked for was that bad? Or could it be that it was me? Could it be that it was me? I had a job at an apartment complex. Now here's the thing, way overqualified. I was qualified to have my boss's job. I had years of experience in building maintenance and heating and air conditioning. I ran a heating and air conditioning program. I was a maintenance supervisor at an elementary school. But I had just gotten back from Iraq and I didn't want to do anything hard. I just wanted to fix things and not care. Well, of course I blew them away at the job interview, and even on the interview I fixed an air conditioner on the interview. I'm like, that transformer is too small. Anyways, they hired me right away, paid me good money, started me off at 17 and then bumped me up to $19 an hour, and this is 10 years ago, 11 years ago. But being overqualified and me knowing so much, I said stuff. I would say, like, you know what? You really need to have a recovery machine on site. This EPA regulation states, blah, 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 blah. You know, being in the field so long, I saw things that were out of, against the law. And so I tell them, and they're like, all right. You know, they couldn't argue with me because I was telling them what the law was. So they would go and drop a bunch of money on equipment just to shut me up. And then I was like, you know, if we did this instead, or maybe we should do this, or blah, 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 or this guy, I'm listening, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I could have ran that maintenance department a lot better. In fact, I was asked to run it when the boss was away. But still, I had the knowledge, the background, the experience to run that maintenance department a hell of a lot better. But that's not why I was hired. And as a result, I got fired. And if I hadn't have known, if I hadn't been in a little bit of a romantic relationship with the woman who worked there, I wouldn't have gotten the advance notice that I was going to get fired. She texted me on a Friday, my day off, that I was getting fired on Monday. So I didn't go in on Monday. And I started working another job. That's how good I was, or how qualified I was. Is that Monday, the following Monday, I had started another job. My point is that shut the fuck up and do your job. It sucks. You don't like it. I understand that. Shut up and do your work. You're not paid to do anything else except what you're hired for in your job description. Right? And you want to in your job description, all other duties assigned. Just do your job. I know your job sucks. I don't like having jobs. That's why I don't have one. But if you are not in a situation where you can't not have a job, then you need to do it. And you need to get the shit taken care of, and you need to handle your business. Why? It's not your job. All jobs suck. It's not your job. It's you. And the reason, and you're not a bad person, and there's nothing wrong with you, but it's your attitude towards the situation. All you have to do is change it. And then suck it up and get out of debt and leave. All right? Here's a little story. A woman goes, sees my friend Zig Ziglar. He's not really my friend, but I wish he was before he passed away. She says, Zig, I need your help. I have the worst job and I just can't take it. I'm gonna go nuts. I can't. It's the worst. It's the worst situation I could possibly be in. I just can't stand it. He said, well, what's wrong? He said, well, those people down there it's just terrible. It's the worst job. I don't see how they get away with treating people like this. He goes, okay. He goes, I don't know what to do. He goes, well, okay, well, this is what I want you to do. Get out a pen and paper and write down everything that you like about your job. And she said, well, that's easy. I don't like nothing. He goes, oh, come on. There's got to be something you like. Do they pay you? Or do you work for free? They said, oh, they pay me. What are they? How do they pay you? They pay you decent wage or above average? He goes, well, I got to admit, they pay me above average. He's like, okay, write that one down. By the end of the talk, she had written down, I don't know the exact number, like 20 things that she liked about her job. 20. They have a good vacation plan. They have a good pension plan. They have a good insurance, stock options, blah blah blah. All these things. They have great pens. Great pens. They're free for the taking. I made that one up. And she tells them every day, every day, and when you go home, I want you to read these over and over again. And I want you to change the word like to love. And say, I love my job because this. I love my job because that. I love my job. Now I'm cutting a lot of the story out. This is Zig's story, it's not mine. But she was a pain in the ass, right? She was a big girl and pouty and stubborn. And he almost got her he almost walked away from the situation because she wouldn't cooperate, but she did. Then he had another speech at another location in the same state, and this woman was sitting in the front row, and he saw her and he said, hey, how you doing? It's about a couple months later. He goes, hey, how you doing? She says, I'm doing wonderfully well, Mr. Ziegler. You won't believe how much those people down there have changed. You see my point? It's not the job, it's you. Nothing bad about you. That's nothing negative about you. All you gotta do is change your perspective. That's all you gotta do. Red light, I see. I'm gonna get the green arrow. All right. I was gonna call to action. I don't have a call to action. I got a book. You want to buy it? Buy it. But that's it. If you have any questions, any comments, write me, email me, message me, text me, smoke signals. I'm here to give you a professional, expert advice. Not from me. I relay stuff. I relay stuff that I read. I'm here to give you personal experience, and I'm here to give you some common sense. All right? I don't know everything. I can just relay what I've heard from other people and what I've experienced myself. You got any questions, send them my way. I appreciate it. This is Red Light. Thank you.